Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. 250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself. On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Soyez prest, compagnons.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer: his sharp-eyed archers. More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. More Norman cavalrymen took to the field. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning. At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter? William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
Explorons. Nano. Mandes. Escolto. Barat. Cavallo. Ensalsi.
Leur votre jetzt pose à moi.
Mandes. Vado. Kerte. Ensala. Kerte. Escolto.
Access apertisets vostre courage. Compagnon.
Very good. Vado. Ensala. Si. Escolto.
Attendez incontinent.
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Escoltez, colonnes! Mandes? Si. Cavallo. Explorons? Si.
Produite serviente. Wood.
Ensala. Para cavallo.
Parat. Ensala.
Colontière, si.
Voyez prest, compagnon. Avant.
Explorons? Escolto. Escolto. Ici.
Cavalario. Meglio.
Ubi vado? Materia, vado. Massone.
Chiese cavalli. Cito. Me? Lavoro.
Another rebel town, Fulford, stood in defiance to William's rule.
Vete. Sì. Odio. Scaraformato. Chiete, caval. In amont, cavalario. Parat. Cavalarios. In amont. Ferre fort. Obeio. Io obey. Cavalarios. Quitamos. In amont, cavalarios.
Mandemans. Materia. Escolto. Ocest. Edifico.
Escolto.
Attendez les commandements. A calque, cavalario.
Parat. Vado.
Che? Edifico.
Squad. Massone. Escolto. Ambulo. Edifico. Fake.
Assaut chevalier.
Si, movers.
Mandes? Si. Bene. Ensala. Chierte. Mandes? Vado. Si. Escolto.
Escolte.
Escolto.
Parat. Cavallo.
Spero.
Ensala. Exploro.
Paraz.
Escolto. Lavoro.
Che? Massone.
Sì. Edifico.
Ubi vado?
Hey! Spero. What? Massone.
Ensala. Escolto. Mandes? Vado. Vado. Si. Cavallo. Bene. Escolto. Exploro. Vado. Parat. Cavallo.
Buon, Borghedo. Lavoro.
Che? Alla battaglia!
The Norman army was now well supplied by a town, but it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full strength.
Zitto.
Honor,
Bene audite.
je suis votre serveuse.
Attention.
Soyez en votre service. C'est comme votre ordre. Retrayez vos avoués.
Exploro. Escolto.
L'heure est certes. Apertisez votre courage, compagnon. Spero.
Escolto. Sì. Lavoro.
Access, je suis votre serveuse. Retrayez vos avoués.
Dardo.
Preparate, arcade, arciere.
Ici.
Arciere,
Quiete, a calque, cavalario.
Ensala. Si.
karate, arciere, sei. Si est.
Parat. Si. Si.
Audite, servientes. In avant, servientes.
Vostres lances.
Ite, servientes.
Mais Secco.
Me. Bata. Che? Paraz. Secco.
Mandes. Escolto.
Attendez, les...
Cor vostre service.
Ayuda!
Avant, compagnon. L'heure.
Parat. Escolto.
Cavalario.
Ensala. Si. Defendo.
Momente si. Vade, arciere. Perfecte. In avant, arciere.
Thomas und Ordonnance.
Si. Escolto!
With the Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York.
Si.
Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Mandes. Vado.
Access Metzvos, compagnon.
Karate.
Quando je commande, avant. Spero.
Mandemans. Massone.
Exploro. Escolto. Exploro. Vado. Bene. Cavallo. Ensala. Vado. Escolto.
Quad, Movo, Poiro.
Amo este labor.
Mendes. Vado. Vado. Péricule. Si. Non. Cavallo. Mendes. Bene. Cavallo.
Colonnes. Orchestre. Felice Clea.
Tous audite. Tâche de retournar. Comme me.
The Norman army came under attack from a new enemy, the Danes. The Normans discovered the source of the Dane threat, an outpost on the water. William had a choice: bypass the encampment, destroy it, or pay the Danes the gold they demanded. William's army held back the Danes' attack, but they threatened to return unless William paid them in gold.
Vado laborar.
Orchestre.
Et chez les man de man. Quad labour.
Soyez prêts, compagnons.
Lance perfecte. Prompt. Quito Monsi. Moment in avant, Darkier. Audience.
Attendez, avertissez votre courage, compagnons. Avant, compagnons.
Attention.
Idée.
Ecce li mandement. Movamos, vale tous.
Mendes Quad.
Escolte bene.
Sito.
Vale.
Io massimo la cose.
Parade.
Soyez prêts, compagnons.
Si. Bene audite.
Tous avertissez votre courage, compagnons.
Si, parade. Escolte bene.
Si. Cavale parade. Si volets. Coursor comme Mendes.
Audite, dite.
L'heure est incontinent.
Les Masons sont ici.
Cavale parade, comme Mendes.
Cavale parade. Si volets.
Regiment de Mont.
Fue d'ordines.
In destroying the Dane outpost, William stripped the rebels of a crucial ally.
Votre jetzt pose à moi. Access Wand, je commande, avant.
Si? Comprendo.
William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
Comprendo. Comprendo.
Coursons, cum grande course. Si police. Un boulot.
Voyez Brest, compagnon.
Tous audité. Vado laboura.
Quemandes.
Pariez et prépariez, Lankiers.
Escolte bene.
Kedma perfecte.
Cesse de vertu.
Lanques sopra oxa. Vale.
Odite, servientes.
Escolte bene.
Comprendo.
Cos'è sarà massonata? Vado la bourrette, mais...
Coursons, Robé. Oyez, oyez.
Attention, in avant.
Honor incontinent. Access Metzvot.
Odite.
Buon lavoro.
Bene odite.
Ite. Chevalier, je suis votre serveur.
Si? Un boulot.
Lanquier parade.
Cavalario parade.
Caval parade. Oyez, oyez.
L'heure avant, compagnon. Si comme vos volgas.
Un boulot. Si.
Attendez. Votre jetzt pose à moi.
Cavallo ici.
Access met avertissez votre courage. Compagnon, quand je commande, avant.
The Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep.
Bene odite. Odio. Cavalario parade.
Mandemans, colonels.
Mea Sultan! Quiete, caballo! Vende!
Ese Lankiers.
Somos en ordonnance, incontinent.
La bourse
Mea
colonnes
Sultan!
sont ici. Mauvais colonnes. Comme il trenca.
Scarafort, madame!
sont prêts! À l'assaut chevalier! Sommes en ordonnance! Chevalier! À l'assaut chevalier! Chevalier!
Bene udite! Udite se bene!
Tous sommes prêts!
Parate, archers! Che mandes? Edifico Candimonte!
Je puis votre service! Je suis votre service! Chef! Instrument par mon nom est d'obéir! Je ris dans votre laisse! Mon destrier y baigne!
Momente si, Ambula! Yes, seguita!
Tiens, che cavallo! Cavallari scarafo, prende! Cavallari sparat!
Parate, archers!
Tourna. Lantier in movement.
Sommes par! En couleur! Sommes en ordonnance! Si comme vous montrez!
Momentis!
Arrête par!
Parate, archers!
Andes pareil!
Udite! Uccide!
Parate, archers! Archers! In avant! Oye! Momente si, archers! Oh, meglio!
Que mandes!
Che mandes?
Tiens, che cavallo!
Perfecte! In avant! Passa! Parate! Nintendo! Preparate! Ambula!
Andes pareil! Je fais jouer! Jimmy!
Presente l'enquête! Perfecto! L'enquête contre Parate, archers! Preparate, archers! In avant!
Arrête par!
Tuts odite. Vale extavo.
The keep fell to the Norman army, and York was secured. The Northern Rebellion was over, and William the Conqueror was uncontested as King of England. William the Conqueror had recaptured York from the rebels. Now he wanted to teach them a lesson for defying him. He began a brutal campaign of destruction to crush any further resistance, known as the Harrying of the North. Villages and crops were destroyed. It is said 100,000 people were killed. With ruthless efficiency, William the Conqueror had secured obedience in his new kingdom. But it wasn't to last. It would be thrown into chaos by his own children. When William the Conqueror died in 1087, his favorite son succeeded him, King William II, known as William Rufus. But 13 years into his reign, disaster struck. While out hunting, he was killed. William's youngest brother took his place as King Henry I. But there was a problem. At the time, Henry's elder brother, Robert, Duke of Normandy, had been on crusade. When he returned, he was furious that Henry had grabbed the throne. From Normandy, Robert attempted to invade England to claim the crown from his brother. But he failed and returned home. In retaliation, Henry struck back. In a reversal of 1066, he crossed the Channel and invaded Normandy, intent on undermining his brother Robert's rule. His first target was Bayeux. This rich and splendid city was one of the jewels of Normandy. Henry was to begin his campaign by unleashing his forces on the city. Bayeux was about to feel the wrath of the English army. In the brotherly feud over Normandy, King Henry I set out to make an example of Bayeux, a town still loyal to his brother Duke Robert. Henry's archers took up position on high ground outside the city and faced an immediate attack by Robert's cavalry patrol. Having deployed their palings, Henry's archers were well protected against the cavalry charge. They defeated the first patrol. As Henry set his sights on burning Bayeux, more reinforcements arrived to join his army. The English approached Bayeux and saw that its towering stone walls would not be breached by manpower alone. Henry would need siege equipment and a defensible location to construct it.
Mean a word. Send. Send us.
Get to be ready for Estes.
Henry now called for the services of a blacksmith to bolster the siege effort.
Each timber Theos.
Get to be ready. It's live to hear it. Cadente to serve it.
Sierra Buba. Estes Comende. Sierra Estes Comende. Each a worker.
What third faith, eh? Each a worker.
With a blacksmith on hand, Henry's infantry would soon be ready to construct siege equipment.
Each a work and your work, eh? Each timber Theos. Dije yo viesele.
Yes, sir. West to Hala. That Shule Bayo Timbran.
An are to hearen.
Yes.
And your work, eh?
Yar what third faith, eh?
What third faith, eh? Fetch and they would do.
And you worker? Don't get they new. Each will be itself Sunday. West to Hala.
Henry's infantry could now construct battering rams, siege weapons designed to break open fortress walls.